Hello everyone, and welcome back to Old School RuneScape. So today we are just going to check out my current progress. I think I can catch the simpling. We're going to check out my current progress and also discuss my thoughts on the changes that happened in today's update, because it's pretty big changes overall. Also, I don't know why this is showing up. This showed up to me earlier, but usually it's not there, so I don't know why it's suddenly there again. It's kind of weird. But yes, so currently these are my levels. They're actually a lot higher than I thought it would be just about a week into it, I think. I forget what day this started on, but I feel like it's been about a week. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. I've got high enough agility to where I can do a lot of shortcuts. It's really nice. It's earned me a good amount of money from the Golden Brick Road fragment. My combat's finally starting to get up there. I'm starting to focus on it now that I've got Slayer. And yeah, overall I feel pretty good. To give an example, though, like in the Twisted League, after 8 full weeks, I was at total level like 1,600 something. My agility was lower than 67. I think my prayer was in the 50s. Like, this league feels like it's going a lot faster than at least the Twisted League. I don't remember the Trailblazer. I need to go back and check that one too, but it seems like it's going pretty fast, which kind of brings us into the changes that happened today. Which is they made everything a lot easier, like a lot easier. They didn't just make it easier, but like, see, the price for these is halved. They halved the prices of all the skills, which, fine. And they refunded the difference. You can see how much I had spent that I now have back. 140 points they refunded from the skills that I already had before this update. So, real quickly, we can just get this little animation here, unlock all those skills. Might as well, right? Construction had been somewhat annoying from some requirements. Come on, let me get in the unlocks thing. Alright, get me ranged. But yeah, so after a week I was only 3 skills away. Had most of the good skills already. Like Herblore Construction, they're used for some things. Ranged has a couple quest requirements, but for the most part I was just free to do whatever I wanted. And a lot of people are saying, like, oh, it takes forever to unlock skills, and, we aren't all content creators that can play 16 hours a day. It's like, well, I don't play 16 hours a day. Technically, I am a content creator, but I work a full-time job that I've been working overtime every day since the league came out, pretty much. So, yeah, I managed to do this with all that, and obviously I've been playing a good amount in my spare time, but still. The entire point of leagues is to make choices, and there's not many choices to make if the skills are so easy to get, because, like, having skills that cost 5 points, like, a few of them is okay. I actually think that, specifically, I think agility, fire making, and, maybe it's just agility and fire making. I definitely think those two should have been 5, because, I mean, agility's useful, but it should have been encouraging people to unlock it, and fire making is just kind of limited, and it's used for Winter Tot, and that's about it. So those two should have been 5. I think all the 30s should have been 25, and a few of the 20s should have been 15. Like attack definitely should have been not attack, strength. Strength definitely should have been 15, because what I learned in this league more than anything else is that having like 60 attack but 1 strength, you're useless. You're hitting like 1s and 0s constantly, and a lot of 0s. Even against like goblins and stuff. Like, it is so worthless that requiring people to get strength for 20 points separately, it just doesn't work. Unlike magic and ranged, where you can just buy arrows and runes and you're super strong, strength, no. There was no workaround for that. You could have a decent weapon. I had an adamant weapon, and I was struggling against goblins to do damage. So yeah, that's not good. Strength should have been cheaper, and really, if I had to go back in time and tell Jagex what to do, I would say you should unlock 2 skills. You should unlock attack and strength. You should unlock magic and runecrafting. You should unlock fletching with ranged. I think that would have made the early game a lot easier. There'd be a lot less complaints if you actually had a skill to go along with your starting skill. It would have been a lot easier instead of having these like kind of forced ones that you really should get right away. Because you already have that with, like, hit points, where, like, unless you're going for a no hit points build, you should really get hit points. So having another one of those was bad, but yeah, I think a lot of the skills, like half of the skills could have been lowered by 5, I think. But not halved. Halved is a bit much. But yeah, anyway, now we have all these skills unlocked. That's my thoughts on the changes there. It's a bit too much. It's kind of annoying having it come late because I probably would have done things a little differently if I had known this was going to happen. In fact, I did do things differently as soon as they announced it, is I quit trying to unlock skills. And I still kept unlocking skills just from training normally, but I focused more on leveling certain skills up. You know, I worked on money. I did the Golden Brick Road to get my Dragon Longsword and a leaf-bladed spear and a few other things. I tried to level up my combat much higher because, you know, I had been doing easy tasks to get renown, and I still was doing them, but less focused. Oh, as soon as they announced that, because there's no point. I knew I was going to get it all anyway. Yeah, that's where we're at on there. Let's go ahead and unlock a couple bosses real quick, and since I have the spare points, I'm not going to go crazy and just unlock everything, because I don't actually know what I'm going to do. And they did make some bosses cheaper, too. Like, I can be sure I'm going to try the King Black Dragon at some point, so I'm going to unlock him. That'll be good to have. We'll unlock 2 more bosses. I'll unlock more in the future, but I'm not going to unlock everything ever on this video, because I want to make decisions like, oh, I want to do this now, and then I'll unlock it. And, yeah. Like, I'm thinking about Calphite Queen, but I don't actually know if I'm going to do the Calphite Queen anytime soon. We'll unlock Temperos, because I'm definitely interested. I might even do a video on me trying Temperos for the first time, and it'll be in the leagues, but I don't think it really matters. It would just be nice to get that out of the way. So we'll unlock that. Okay, it's really annoying how long it makes you wait before you can open this up again. And then the last one that I want to work on is Wintertot, which I am very familiar with after the Twisted League. And we have the 50 fire making required, so there's that. Just those things that I've unlocked now, those 3 skills and those 3 bosses. I don't know if I'll do the bosses anytime soon, but that should make the 500 points to tier 5 super easy. So no concerns there. I kept wondering why I have a tuna. That's from the gourmet impling I caught. But yeah, so that's kind of my thoughts on those changes. Changes is okay. I mean, it was a little annoying unlocking certain skills, especially when I realized how bad the strength situation was. That one annoyed me the most. And I think encouraging people to get agility would make sense because it's a really good money-making skill. I've actually got my agility fragment up to level 10 now. So let's limit it to unlocked fragments. We can look at what I've got now. I've just been using, for one thing, Venom Master is great. I've been leveling it up, but I've been using Fast Metabolism, which now apparently only requires 2 fragments. They updated that. It wasn't on the original announcement post about the updates, but it was in the news post today, so I can finally get rid of Rock Solid, because I only had that. I mean, I don't like either of these, really. Okay, I think I forgot to mention Rock Solid. I guess I'll let it max out, but Rock Solid is junk. It's absolute garbage, and I can tell you why. For one thing, obviously, it only works on iron, sandstone, and granite, so it's only for people who are like power training mining on low-level stuff instead of trying to get smithing experience. I mean, you can get smithing experience from iron, but it's not like the big way to do it. So it exists for that, but the problem with it is that when you're doing, like, I'll say for iron mining, I don't know too much about sandstone and granite, but I assume it's about the same concept. Is you mine one, you mine it basically instantly, and you click on another rock. With a % chance of not depleting it, you have to sit there and think about which rock you're going to click next. It's terrible. This thing would only ever be worth working with if it was 100% chance, and it doesn't go up to 100% chance. And I don't think it would be overpowered if it was 100%, since it's only iron, sandstone, and granite. I don't think it would even be that bad. Now, okay, I would say the current balance would work if it went up higher, like maybe it goes up to adamant. Then this might be worth it. But without 100%, it's like, no. It has to be 100% to be worth using, and it's complete garbage otherwise. I tried using it, and just no, it completely messes with the mentality of speed mining through iron. I couldn't do it, and I don't like doing that anyway, but just no. Like, if the other thing that makes it bad, it would be okay to if you kept mining, but you have to click again. So that's the 2 big problems. Is it messes with the way you do it, and it's not even convenient in the way it does it. So if it did one of those two things, then okay, sure. At least I would know, hey, my character's still mining. Just let him keep going. But since it doesn't do that, and I get why it doesn't do that, that'd be a bit hard to program. But that's why it should go up to 100%, because no, this is absolute garbage. It sounds good, but it is so terrible to use. I don't know if anyone's using it, but you are crazy if you are. Not really, but it sucks. Hot in the Trail, I just have that there for the set effect. I'm not using it. Unholy Warrior, I've maxed out. Got full 30%. In terms of set effects, so far I've just been using one at a time, and lately it's just been the healing one. I did use Greedy Gatherer for a little bit, and I would switch back to it if I wasn't doing so much combat. I haven't used the teleport one in a while, because the other ones are just much more useful. There's Golden Brick Road, maxed out. Pretty good stuff. 15k coins. I thought it was only 10k. Did they change that as well? I don't know. Maybe it was always 15. I didn't really pay attention because I didn't honestly think I'd get there so fast. Got Diamond Dash. Chinchonkers. All these things. These are all the ones I have. It's a pretty good set. It started throwing them at me. Like the second I recorded the last episode, it was just like, hey, here, have all of the fragments all at once. It's still a lot to get. A lot of them are just from things I don't do. Because apparently, I didn't know this, but there are tiers to the combat ones. Instead of being like, oh, you're just using melee, here's some melee ones. It's like, oh, you're just doing Slayer, here's some low-level melee ones. Well, low-level combat ones, not just melee. It's like, oh, you're fighting a easy boss, here's some easy boss fragments. Oh, you're fighting a medium boss, here's some medium boss fragments. And oh, you're fighting a hard boss, here's some hard boss fragments. Blah, blah, blah. I've got all the easy ones. I don't think I've got any of the harder ones yet. You'll get one from tier 5, so that's something. It's kind of annoying though. But like, I think most of the like hardest ones I don't really care about, but some of the medium and hard ones do look pretty good. Specifically, there's reduced prayer drain, but more specifically this one. I really want this one so badly. I want unlimited prayer so that I can do things, because that's why I have been targeting my defense recently. Is I'm just so sick of taking so much damage when I'm doing Slayer and stuff. I don't like consumables in games. You may have noticed that if you watch my videos. I don't like using potions. I don't like using food all that much. I just like to have fun without worrying about consumables. I'm the same way in other games, like in Pokemon and stuff. I don't use potions and revives all that much, except against the Elite Four. It applies to all games, but it is a struggle. But that's kind of the goals I work towards in these leagues, is things that kind of reduce the need for consumables and stuff, that just let me have fun not worrying about maintaining things. And yeah, I mean, that's why I've been using Unholy Warrior with my prayer down, is just because I don't have to worry about maintaining prayer. But it would be nice to have prayer. It would definitely make some bosses a lot more doable. But, we're not there yet. I guess items is the next thing to cover. Obviously, I talked about the Dragon Longsword. I finally did a couple these things. Specifically, I did Lumbridge and Karamja easy. I just did the Lumbridge for fun, but the Karamja I actually did for the gloves, because they're better than the leather gloves I was using. I lost my boots from the security stronghold or whatever, but I don't really care that much about the little stat boost they give, so I didn't go back and get them. But yeah, this is what my bank looks like. I started organizing it at one point, just barely. Not much effort was put in there. I got 35 marks of grace. Got all this garbage in here. We got a cat finally. Yeah, it's mostly just garbage. I got a hard clue scroll, though. I was finally able to do the beginner ones as well. I've done 7 of them now. Once I got crafting, I was finally able to start doing them. So that's something. Haven't gotten any uniques or anything to get the things done. In terms of quests, I've not been doing too many quests over the past, I don't know, a few days. I've done a handful. We can scroll through. I've done some here and there. I've started a few others here and there just because I was walking by. Fairy Tale 1, I need a nature talisman and a clean Avanto for it. The Avanto is fine now that I've got Herblore, but The Nature Talisman is like 1 out of 128 drop from abyssal creatures, which do a lot of damage to me right now. So yeah, that's been an issue. That's part of why I'm getting my defense up as well. I could buy it, but at the same time, I'm going to be getting 12x XP soon once I get tier 5, and these quests will be a lot of experience once that happens. So I don't really want to skip too many quests unless I absolutely have to. Grand Tree, I've just been putting it off for some reason. I don't know why. I need to get to work on that. I started Horror from the Deep just because I was over there. I found something too. I was not aware this existed. It was, I forget what it was called, but it was like this little thing sitting on one of these basalt pedestal things next to the lighthouse. And when I clicked on it, it opened up a picture in my browser that said something about finding more of them. So I don't know what's going on. It said in a different time or something. I don't know. You could find it yourself if you wanted to, or look it up on the wiki. I don't remember what it was called. It was like, I think it was just called Runestone Basalt, maybe? Something like that. But the point is, yeah, I don't know what's going on there. There's obviously something going on. There's 3 of them according to the wiki. And yeah, they all say the same thing, I think, though. I didn't go find the other 2. But yeah, that was definitely an unexpected random thing. I was just over there because I was trying to remember if there were any Dagonoths over there I could kill for a task, because I was like 1 task away from unlocking a skill. And I found that. But yeah, so that's all the quests you've now seen pretty much that I've done. I just did the bar crawl, which I would have skipped that, honestly, if they'd let me pay 1 to skip it. But there was no option to pay 1 to skip it. 1 renown. There's that. Cure and Favor, I've not really worked on it since the last episode. I can fight the Lizardmen now that I have poison immunity, but still, because it's multi-combat, they kind of wear me down really fast. I need my defense to be higher, which is, what I've been working on. Specifically, I need to get rune armor. So I need to do Dragon Slayer and all that. But, I was just working on getting my combat up real fast. And I feel pretty good about where I'm at now. In terms of tasks, I guess we should go over that. Switch from incomplete to complete. I'll scroll real quickly through, and then we can look at the hardest ones I've done, I guess. I think it's just like get level 70 and stuff. No, not even that. Actually, the only real hard one I've apparently done is equip a dragon weapon. Which is surprising, because I could have sworn I did more that gave 3 points than just that, but apparently not. Unless it's bugged. Oh wait, this is just combat. Okay, I was gonna say, that seemed really fast. Yep. Sometimes I wish it wouldn't remember the filters just because it does confuse you. Or maybe if they were, looked different over here, like one was red, one was blue, all that. Just that it would stand out a little more and make you think what you're doing before you do it. I don't know. It's kind of silly. But yeah, we can look through all of these. Look at all these harder ones I've done. Yeah, this looks much more correct. I've been up to a lot of things now. Oh yeah, one of the things I did grind out was getting an air battle staff. So I need to do Scorpion Catcher, which is why I did the bar crawl. Because once I get Scorpion Catcher out of the way, then we will be ready for a Mystic Staff, which will make magic a lot more fun. Yeah, so these are all the hard ones I've done. That seems better. I was surprised when Seer's Village gave me 3. I was like, oh, I guess I'm at that point in the game now. And I think that's why, even though, in terms of ranks, some of my skills and my total level are ranked decently, my renown is, well, my league points are not, and that's because I've been doing low point things that give sages renown, instead of high point things that where, the point to renown ratio is a lot bigger, I guess would be the right way to say it. You get 50 points, but only 2 renown, or however it works. The point is that, because I've been doing a whole bunch of easy ones, I'm ranked really badly in league points right now, but I felt that I was setting myself up for success by having all the skills unlocked, but now it's so easy to get all the skills, it's kind of ruins that plan, and I probably should have been getting 99 in combat skills and agility and woodcutting and all that like I had originally planned, instead of grinding out every skill at once, because yeah, now everyone's on the same boat as me pretty much. It's super easy to get all the skills, and I'm ranked really badly right now, so that's fun. That's really fun. But that's just how it is. What's my Slayer task right now? Oh, right. Yeah, I did a Konar Slayer task as my 20th task just to get that task out of the way, and it's a reasonable one. I think I can do that. So I will be doing that. I will say the weirdest thing probably about the league so far is just there's like not actually that many combat fragments for me to use. Like if we look here, let's show filter combat fragments. So, oh wait, let's limit to unlocked, not locked. Yeah, like look at this. So for melee, because I've been using mostly melee right now because I don't know, because I don't have runes yet, and I was hoping to get last recall to get runes. So yeah, but anyway, so obviously we can have better melee accuracy. That's what I've been doing. Although it's not very useful until you get up to the 30% boost, honestly. We got Venom Master, which I just recently got, so that's good. That's it for melee. Like, I can get more Slayer points, and I might do that now that I don't need, like, Rock Solid. I can do that, boom, still get the effect. But, yeah, that's it for boosts in melee. And I think to get anything more, I have to do bosses. So that's kind of lame, I think. I feel like there could have been better boosts for combat. I mean, it's the same way for the other ones. Like, you get better magic accuracy and, you know, charges, and that's it. So until you start bossing, this is all you can get, really, is better accuracy and poison. Which, I mean, the poison's good. Don't get me wrong, but, you know, it'd be nice to have a bit more. Obviously, we can do set effects still. Like this one sounds really good. The problem is some of them require like the high tier combat ones and things I don't have yet. So I don't know. Now that the things are lowered, I might have the stuff to do some of these set effects, and I might have to rethink kind of my plan here. I think Venom Master is pretty much staying on this list though, at least for the foreseeable future. I want to get it up to 8,000 points so it can do maximum damage and protect me from Venom, which I don't know if I'll fight anything that can Venom me, but you know, it'll be nice to have. Trying to think. I know whenever I'm playing this game, I'm like, oh, I should talk about this and that and all these different things, and then I make my video and I never remember. Oh, see, that's what it does. I don't know why that checks itself sometimes and then unchecks itself other times. I don't really need it, but there have been times where I've forgotten. Like, I'm still not sure if the Arcane Conduit works with teleports, because half the time I forget to have it active when I teleport, but it's never activated for me on a teleport, even with a 60% chance. So I don't know if it does. It should. Like, if it doesn't, I would report that as a bug, but I've just not been able to confirm that. I don't use enough teleports, I get. Because what I do is, I just use the last man standing teleport. Because it teleports you right to one of the waystones, and you can use it every 20 minutes. Combine that with the home teleport, and in a lot of situations, you never even need to use runes. Unless you're wanting to go somewhere that doesn't have one of these, but, you know, most of the basic teleports go to places that have one of these, so there's that. But yeah, so that is where we're currently at, where we're going in the future. Obviously, Tier 5 is the big thing. Get another fragment slot, get the XP rate boost, get a new combat fragment that hopefully is one I want, and not some garbage ranged one that I would never use, because I've not even touched ranged yet. And it's just my least favorite of the 3 skills. But yeah, once I get that 12x XP though, like, I've been holding off on some of the grinds, because like I could do them, but I just feel like, you know, getting another 50% increase in XP is kind of a big deal. Like agility, that'll be straight to 99 once I get tier 5. Woodcutting, same idea probably. Combat, got to get that up there. And yeah, once we have combat up, I'm going to try some bossing for sure. It's going to be tough because I don't have very many boosts that really help me out, but, you know, I'll try something. I will try something. I've not done much bossing in old school RuneScape at all. Even back when regular RuneScape was old school, I don't think I ever bossed anything. Except the giant mole, and maybe King Black Dragon once or twice. I definitely never even killed the Calphite Queen. That was beyond my skill up until much more recent times. Oh, man. But yeah, that's where they're at, so. our plans and such, I'm going to keep working on Slayer. I want to get Slayer 85 for the whip. I noticed that I'm actually, at least I was, I don't know if I still am, but I was ranked surprisingly high in Slayer, which surprised me. I thought a lot of people would rush Slayer, even though it was a 30-point unlock. But I'm guessing there's just other ways to get decent weapons that don't require Slayer anymore, so people just aren't too worried about it, but I don't know, I like the whip, and it's not that hard to get 85. I'll need to do it eventually, so I figure might as well work on it now. It gives me something to do while I'm training up my combat skills at least, because, I don't know, they've been really annoying to grind up with the defense issues and stuff. Yeah, I need to get better armor. That should probably be my focus today, is get better armor. It was a good thing when I got this Adamant Med Helm, but I need stuff. I've not even, like, looked into buying better stuff, like Adamant or Mithril, if any shops sell that stuff. I don't know. I should just do Dragon Slayer today. I should really just get that out of the way, get some decent stuff. I thought that I would be mining the smithing fragment up, but I don't know. Like, whenever I try to do it, like, competition tends to show up, which is annoying, first of all, but I don't know, maybe with the 12x multiplier, it'll feel a little bit better. Because you need, like, 66 smithing just to make, like, mithril plate legs, I think. Which is crazy. I think that's what it told me. I don't remember, but yeah, it's a ways away to even get mithril. I don't like smithing. I mean, as a skill, it just sucks, really. The way that RuneScape 3 redid it is so much better. There's flaws with it too, but like overall, just not needing, like, you unlock mithril and you have that many levels later just to where you can make anything useful with it. It's crazy. Such a high level thing to get such crappy armor. But I think that is enough rambling for today. This episode is just because a lot changed. I kind of wanted to show where I was at before the rebalancing and to give my thoughts on it, because it's a really big change. And there is a lot of confusion about what a league even is, because personally to me, the league is meant to be a league, you know, it's a competition to see who's good. But a lot of people think that it's not a competition, it's actually just a place for you to goof off for what they want to be a few months and just have fun playing with overpowered stuff, which I don't think that makes much sense, because then having all these limitations, like, just get rid of all the limitations, just let people do whatever they want whenever they want it. But that's not a league. It wouldn't be popular for very long. People wouldn't want to do it if there weren't, you know, main game rewards and ranks and stuff. In my opinion, like, I know some people would do it, but it would not be the big deal that it is. I wouldn't be doing it for sure, because I would be spending my time in the main game or in other games, not spending a good portion of my free time leveling up a character that's just going to get deleted when the leagues end. I don't even think they keep the high scores on the website. I kind of thought they did, but I don't think they do. I mean, they keep it until the next league starts, I guess, but I don't know, I've not paid attention to that. I keep track of that stuff at the end of the series, so it should be in the videos, I think. I've not been showing it in this series yet, but maybe next episode I will. I'm just not ranked very well yet, but we'll get there. But yeah, that's about all. I'll still be doing an episode on Saturday. I'm sure I'll have a lot to show off. I'm sure I'll be tier 5 by then. I'll have done more quests. I'll hopefully have some more fragments, maybe some skills that are decently leveled. And from then on out, it should be a weekly thing for however many weeks are left. There's like 30-something days left right now. I don't know the exact amount, but it'd be a handful of episodes. And the big thing is hopefully I can get to bossing, because if I don't get to bossing, then my points are really going to suffer in the long run, and I will never get a good rank, which I would like to get a decent rank. I forget what I ranked in the last one, but, you know, like a rune ranking would be nice. I'm not expecting to be one of the best players in the game when I can't boss very well, but it'd be nice to at least do okay. Yeah, so that is just about everything. And as I say that, I remembered the other thing I wanted to discuss, which is the tasks themselves. So it's kind of obvious at this point, and I think they've even admitted it, that the tasks are like literally just copy pasted from the first 2 leagues, which I mean, in a lot of cases it's fine, but there has been like these annoying things where it'll be like, hey, do this thing in this region and then do the same thing in another region. Like, I think Fire Giants, they have 2 different regions. There's like one for equipping a Dragon Scimitar in 2 different regions. I'm trying to find them real quick, but I don't know. I guess I can go to combat because I know there's combat ones that do that. But yeah, I feel like a little bit more time could have been put into the balance here than what was. See, there's Fire Giant in the Wilderness, but there's also Fire Giant in Kandarin somewhere. I don't know. I know it's in there. Unless they removed it. I don't think they did. I'm just blind right now. But yeah, so that's the thing, is like, it's a little lazy, and some of these things could have been changed. Like, maybe instead of defeat a Fire Giant in the Wilderness and defeat a Fire Giant in Kandarin, like, one of them could have been defeat a Pure Lord on the Soul Island, Isle of Souls or whatever, because I didn't even know there were Pure Lords over there until I went over there for some reason. That could have been a task. Just something different. Like, just little efforts could have been put in to make it a little less obvious it was copy-pasted. Because that's a bit disappointing. They could have probably added some more ones, because there's like some skills barely have any tasks at all, and it's not even just like skills that don't have much to do, like hit points. Like, some skills, like, I don't even know if they had any easy tasks, or if they did, like, they were already gone before I even unlocked the skill just from doing stuff. Things like that. I think there could have been a little bit more balance in the tasks. That's all I really wanted to say. Like, I probably could have said a lot more about it, but I don't really care that much about it. Just saying, like, this thing was delayed, and it would have been nice if they had put a little bit more time into the tasks. Hopefully next time they can do that and not just copy-paste all this league's tasks. Who knows? But yeah, I think that is just about everything to discuss. Or at least for now. I'll probably remember, like, oh, the thing I actually wanted to talk about was this, and I didn't mention it at all, but whatever. I've been rambling way too much. So I'll see you guys on Saturday. I've got another episode, I think, coming out tomorrow of me doing a mini quest, but that'll be it for my pre-recorded stuff. So anything else that comes out, I'll have to record during the league, which I try to avoid. But like I said, we might do Temperos just to get that out of the way and see what that's all about, because it does sound interesting. I've not done much fishing. But yeah, I'll see you guys then. Bye.